Okay, so we're sitting here about to interview Lakeisha Boss in reference to her current situation and what's going on in her life right now. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And we just want to start with finding out a little bit more information about you, Lakeisha. Tell us your story.
My name is Lakeisha Boss. I'm 42 years old. I was recently incarcerated for 6 years. My 9th incarceration. I just came home August the 18th, and I'm trying to better my life. I seeked help from my family, but unfortunately, they still hold resentments against me from the things that I've done in my past. I can't change what happened to me in my past, but I can make my future better. And I'm reaching out for help. I love to cook. I have certificates in culinary arts. I went to school for cooking. I love basketball. I love movies. I love to talk. I'm a good listener. And basically, I'm just looking for some help. And if anybody can help me in any type of way, I've been using drugs since I was 15. But I've now been clean and sober since 2009, 2014, and I plan to stay that way. And I just need a little help.
How long have you been out?
I've been out almost 2 months now. And I make meetings.
How hard is it going to be for you to stay sober?
Right
you said
now,
you've been sober since 2009?
It won't be hard at all for me to stay sober. Not at all. I don't even have the urge for drugs or alcohol or any of that anymore. You know, normally when I used to come home, I would have those urges. But this time while I was locked up, I took the opportunity. I went to school. I went to drug classes. I was in a program. I was in a program unit this time. So I had a chance to be around more people that were just like me. And I learned a lot about myself and a lot about other people. So this was my breaking point. And I know I will never ever go back that way again.
Awesome. How different then are you from the other times? You said since the age of 15 you were going back and forth.
My incarcerations were like, I would say like college campus. I thought it was fun to be locked up, you know, because I knew everybody from the neighborhood was there. But this time, I went to a unit where people like that I used to hang out with had no interest in, which was a program unit, the drug unit. People like me that have been abused and used, addiction, hurt, pain, their whole lives. Some of us never ever make it out. We end up dead. I don't want to be one of those people. I want to live today. Yesterday when I spoke with you, you had a breakdown from some personal situations with where you're staying right now, and you mentioned to me that it seemed like you would be better off if you weren't living. In reference to that, I want to have my own space. I need my own space. I need to be out on my own. I'm grateful to the people that I live with right now for taking me in, but I need to leave there and do something.
Because I hear that the people that did take you in are not even blood relatives of you, so you're not even staying with somebody that is your family.
Blood relatives. They're like, she's like my sister-in-law.
That's definitely commendable.
She didn't have to take me in, but she did, and I'm grateful to her for that. But right now, I really need to be on my own and do some things on my own. I need a job.
So if you could change your life and pick a career and whatever job you wanted to pick, and you would start that job tomorrow, what would you do?
I would love to be a chef because I love to cook, and I went to school for it. And it's a passion of mine. So that's what I would love to do right now.
Okay, so It sounds like, you got everything mentally that you need to do the changes that you need to make within your life right now. You're missing some physical things that are really detrimental to you just being able to live. Yes. For example, just clothing on your back and, toiletries and, yes. Personal items and all those regular things that everybody, take advantage of having. You are in need of those things, right?
Yes, those are the things that I need right now.
I hear that you have a GoFundMe account, which is a new fundraiser. I'm not sure everybody knows about it, but if you go to GoFundMe.com, you can look up Lakeisha Boss and find her profile there, and you can make a donation and send any monetary denomination that you have, that you can send to her. Everything that you send on those accounts are tax deductible. So anybody that's watching this video right now, if you can please, we'll also post a link in this video on YouTube. Take a look at the link, go to it, and, just any denomination of a donation that you can send to Lakeisha would definitely be definitely appreciated. And I just want, before we end this video, I really want her to go into detail, because this is a very unique story, and the only way that a person can really understand her current predicament is if you really understood what and why she's in that predicament. I understand a lot of people have drug problems and their family, cast them out because of their drug problems. This was a little bit different. This wasn't just the average drug problem. Can you share with us a little bit more in detail, like how it started and what happened to you?
I started at an early age. Basically, my parents were on drugs, and basically, in order for them to seek out what they needed, I would have sex with their friends and people that they knew, men that they knew. So it was basically like I was being abused at a young age. It's a horrible feeling. I never went to any counseling or anything, and maybe that's what I might need to do, is get some counseling for it so that I can be able to talk about it. But that's where my drug usage started. I used to not have to be able to feel the pain that I was going through by having sex with all these, by being molested, because I'm not going to say having sex, because I didn't.
You were a minor.
Consent to these things, by being molested by all these different men and doing what they wanted me to do, because I wanted my family to be happy. I wanted my parents to be happy. So.
And then you got in the interim, you were impregnated by one of these men.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was impregnated by one of them. I didn't abort my child. I love my child. I now have 3 boys, Tristan, Travatus, and Christopher. And I love them dearly.
You haven't had a chance to raise or spend any real quality time with your sons, have you?
No, I have not, because of my drug addiction, in and out of jail, my incarcerations. I didn't get a chance to raise them the way that I should have.
So how would you feel if right now in 2015 you were given a chance by, like, what if somebody just watched this video and decided they wanted to put you up in a house with you and your 3 sons and give you a fresh start?
That's something that I have longed for my whole life. That's something that I urge and I'm striving to get towards, because I would love to have all them back together again, so that we can learn how to become a family, because we never had that chance to do that. So that they can learn how to be brothers, because they were always separated. Because of my incarcerations, they were always in different homes. So that they can love to learn one another, and we all can learn to love each other as one family.
Coincidentally, you ended up building a hate for men, so to speak. You started with women at a very early age because of the. And I think that you can. I mean, the experiences that you have. I think there's a lot of young ladies that are out there right now that are with other women, and one of the main reasons why is because of something similar to what you went through.
Yeah, I've come across quite a few women that have endured some of the same pains and molestation and things that I endured in my life, and turned to women because of it. I didn't have a chance in life. I didn't have a chance to basically have a real boyfriend and see what life was about because of the things that I was going through as a kid. And basically, I built up a wall where I didn't like for a man to touch me. Right now, I can't stand for a man to touch me, period. And that may be saddening to some people, but I've turned to women and I love women now. And I don't know, maybe in the future that may change, but I don't think it will. I don't think that I will ever go back to a man again.
Okay. I mean, it definitely makes sense. And I can understand how you would grow to feel like that. I think you shared a lot and enough, for people to be able to listen and hear and empathize with you as I do. And, I'm going to make sure that I do my part. The birds wanted to be in the video, so we're going to put the birds in it. I'm going to make sure I do my part to get the word out. I think that you were very smart, like dynamic young lady. And, from what I can hear, you should be on your way to that cooking job and with your kids very soon. I hear that. Lastly, you do have a lot of faith in God.
Yes, I do. I have a lot of faith in God. And it's three people that I really want to thank that has been in my, four people that has been in my corner since I can remember. And that's my cousin Kia, my aunt Renee, my sister-in-law Patilia, and my brother-in-law Ambrose. Those are the four people that have been in my corner no matter what. Since I've known Patilia and Ambrose, they've always been there for me. No matter what kind of addiction or anything I went through. And my cousin Kia and my aunt Renee, I don't care what I did in my life, they always tried to encourage me and uplift me. And I'm really, really grateful. I'm really grateful to them for that.
Well, thank you, Lakeisha. You can find her on Facebook at Lakeisha Boss, B-O-S-S on Facebook. You can also find her on Twitter at Lakeisha Boss on Twitter. Reach out to her, say hello, give her some encouraging words. It doesn't have to be financials, whatever you can do. We want to thank you guys for listening, and you'll hear back from Lakeisha on a follow-up interview once we're doing a lot better and getting her some help that she needs. God bless and have a great day.